Hello, very dear Black Moon Lilith in Cancer. Welcome to the Psychic Garden. I'm glad to have you here. Today we are doing a reading into how this aspect of Black Moon Lilith has affected you in your life and how is it affecting you now. So please make yourself comfortable. Make yourself at home. Literally, this is a challenge. And this is what I invite you to do first of all. Maybe if you know that I also have my Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, you can feel more welcomed than ever. You can go directly to the reading by following the timestamp below or stay around for a bit of an introduction. Although that was already some kind of introduction. So I'm very, very inspired to be here for you today. And this is where the introduction starts. Because, well, there's a lot of energy moving from this aspect. I deeply feel the healing capacity of the collective, so that we are collectively doing a good work. But it's nevertheless challenging. And in order for me to be able to do this reading, I had to take one day completely, not off, but to work with the energy. And it was kind of nice to see how the energy evolved. And also to separate your energy from mine, because we have the same natal chart aspect. It might get confused. So this reading is really meant for you. And so I'm excited to be here because I felt how strong it is, this aspect, to carry it. But I also have kind of cleared away a lot of things so that the messages come clearly through. This is what I want to say. And well, a bit more of an introduction. Black Moon Lilith in Cancer. They call it the Dark Mother. And yeah, it's relationship to mothers or mother figures and your role as a mother in the planet. And this doesn't matter if you identify as a man or a woman, right? But we all have kind of this mothering aspect within. And what is a mother? It's a creative force, it's a caring force, it's a guiding force, it has all these principles, right? So how are we doing in those areas? That's the question. Are we with too much fire? Instead of creating, we can destroy. Instead of listening, we can shout. So the Black Moon Lilith nature, the wild nature of the Black Moon Lilith, it's something to be embraced and worked with. And it's because it has been excluded from society, and this just wounds us more. So there's something to integrate from this dark nature. But we have to integrate it with the loving nature of this mother. And so how are you loving your creative projects, for example? And I'm just going to start the reading with this type of intention and question. Right away, some cards start coming out. Yeah. I think in some way you might feel right now like things are finally flowing. Like the magician just confirmed that. And what's to sit in the middle of everything. Totally, right? So this is what I just felt. And when I said finally flowing, but I actually meant this kind of energy being transformed. And it's, yeah, just a confirmation. Home, Father, healing and change. Wow, I cannot believe, like, it's sometimes the energy, and it's because, yeah, of course, the energy I'm feeling goes through the cards, and this is what comes out, and it all rounds up, right? And with the cards, we read the energy, but when we feel the energies so neatly, we actually just confirm it with the cards. I mean, it's a very nice guidance, and I'm here talking about a little of what we do as tarot readers, interpreters. Okay, now let's go to the reading. So, what's going to help you embrace your mother nature is to find your father in yourself. How are you coupling? So make this kind of internal couple. How are you coupling your forces so that your father and mother can get together within yourself? If you had some type of experience of separation with your parents, this might have created a type of gap in your mind, like separating these two aspects. So your work now is to unite them. Are you aware of the separation, first of all? And then when you become aware of that, unite them. Okay? I am saying the example of if you experience your parents' separation, because this is very explicit, like a divorce type of thing, or when parents leaving the house. But in any case, I know that you experience this type of separation, even if though they might have lived in the same house, because I'm feeling clearly this story now. So you have this kind of internal separation in your mind created because you externally went through that experience. So this father is here to support the awakening of your wild mother within, really. Like awakening, I mean the embracing it, the value of it, the support, you know, and the home, right? Creating this really coupled energy to create a stable home for yourself. It's like you are reparenting yourself, this type of thing. Healing. This is what I was precisely saying. There's a lot of healing we are doing collectively with this Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, and I'm sure it has to do with the fact that Black Moon Lilith was in Cancer until some months ago, like 3 months ago, and it's an energy we already went through, and we are like in the post-processing type of thing. And of course, now we are dealing with Black Moon Lilith in Leo, so we have new things to deal with, but also something from the past that's still closing, that's still healing, that it's still in the post-processing kind of collectively. Now, individually, we carry it through any season, right? When you have it in your natal chart. So this collective healing is helping your individual path. And this is the change. I mean, I said it. I'm feeling this kind of change in energies, and it's definitely there. I felt it from when I started to work with your energy, which was yesterday until today. Yesterday, I really couldn't do the reading because the energy was very intense. I simply did have to work with it before a lot. And it's not I'm not complaining. I'm just saying how things are. And yeah, I'm just being very open with you. Okay, so let's allow your guides to open with us. Open up and tell us how is this integration supposed to happen, and what are they clues to follow in your life. Okay, Page of Wands, 5 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. Creativity. How are you embracing your creative projects? This is how you're going to kind of awaken this mother nature within yourself, because you might have also kind of thought that you've lost the ability to care for yourself like a mother would, to care for someone else like a mother would. And the way to showing yourself, the way that you can demonstrate yourself that you have this mother nature within you, is to create whatever calls you: singing, dancing, cooking, going to the garden, going to the, like, simply being in contact with nature is very important also. And create in nature, just sing in nature, just even the way you walk. How do you create your steps? So feel the power of creation within you. Okay, and this is with the Page of Wands. Work with the power of creation. Work with the power of creativity. And allow it to show up as it is. Like when you have a baby, you see the most beautiful thing in the world. But when you draw something, for example, you're so critic. Like, oh, this thing, and if I move it, and you don't allow your creativity to be as it is, to be loved as it is. So treat your creative projects as your babies, as that force which sees a baby and a mother which is its own baby and just melts in love. And I'm receiving right now a message: if you feel that there is a type of wound between you and your kids, if you have kids, or between you and your mother, it's not your fault. Okay? This Lilith aspect that you carry to this life is there for you to keep your path of growth. It's there to help you see farther, greater, with a greater vision. It's the reason you're here, hearing to yourself, listening to yourself. You're here sitting down to listen to yourself. Because healing this aspect is what's moving you towards growth. So don't shame yourself for any type of fight or conflict you have with family. Okay? It's something that is helping you and allowing you to know your shadows and work with them and let them become the creative soil, the creative fire for those relationships to heal. This is what's in the end coming. And I was, not even seeing the cards. I mean, I saw them, but it's 5 of Wands. This is the conflict. And 7 of Cups. It's difficult. It's difficult to see in this case what it's representing, but it has to do with the Cancerian energy. So the water is coming through here. And of course, 7 is also the number of the Chariot. So yes, it's precisely the Cancerian energy. How are you dealing with your emotions? Are you allowing distractions to distract you from your emotions? Yeah. I know it feels heavy. I know it feels hard. I know it feels, but it's not the distraction that it's going to get you through, but a quiet moment with yourself. It's okay. Make quiet moments for yourself, with yourself. Okay? Let me see what else do you guys want you to know right now. This is beautiful. What I just saw in this card. You know, I talked about that couple integration in your mind, father, mother, and I mean, we have the perfect representation of that and confirmation of that And this is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of 8, is the number of transformation. And which is also here in the center of your reading with the Magician. And the Pentacles are, how are you grounding? How are you making the soil a vital soil? How are you transforming the soil into life? What does this mean for you? What is your ground? What is your soil? What is your element, the element you work with? What is your passion? What makes your heart burn with excitement and creativity with the Page of Wands? Yeah, that's it for the Eight of Pentacles. And of course, there's going to be with the soil when you answer, and you know precisely what your soil is, but it's some kind of, yeah, but then if I know what my soil is, then I have to start working with it. And there's something that might be stopping you from moving towards the working zone, or not, but you are aware. You're aware that you have to work with the soil. And then that kind of Eight of Wands transformation. The exchange of you and others, the healing that it's being done collectively, how it's affecting you, how your own healing is affecting the world. And this is the inspiration for that hard work that you have to put in, that you will be putting in, that you are finding the ways to discipline yourself to put in that work. What's going to inspire you to do that is the notion that you're not alone, that your work is not only done for yourself, that it's done for a collective, and that also the collective is doing work in your favor. Yeah, that's that. And let's see. I want you guys to tell us their last closing words, please. I mean, I have so much fun with people's guides. They just put in the Hangman, and because they get my they get my humor type of thing. So I asked for one. This is very serious, but it's also. I think we should approach healing and newness with a childlike energy, and you have the page here, so it is aligned, which it's not just what I think, it's aligned with your reading and with what your guides want, and that's also why they make me laugh to remember this. So I'm a bit deviating, but I will tell you these two messages. First, we embrace the healing process with a childlike energy, have fun with the newness, and it's because the healing process, it's a process of being reborn, but we want to kind of be reborn and be mature at the same time, and adult-like, and act like we have everything together. No, we can't. We are just arrived, and acknowledge we've just arrived to the next stage, and then be kids, be innocent, be that healing power, that healing enthusiastic force for us, that growth power. And with the Hangman, so I asked your guides for one last closing words, statement, and so on, and they just gave me the Hangman, which is for me right now representing big time closing eras. Okay, but it's also, your guides were saying like, yeah, okay, we're closing this reading, we're sealing this reading, we confirm this reading, we acknowledge this reading, we want to kind of point out that there's a complete circle of integrated parts already in the reading, that it has been mentioned, that what has been said, what I said, what they brought out is a perfect circle. And to embrace this circle with acknowledging also that, yes, you might go through the loop many times, but you're always like in a next level of the loop. Okay? So embrace this process in which your creativity is the starting point, then not distracting yourself, going into your emotions. And also the Hanged Man is kind of the force that it's allowing you, inspiring you to continue. It's right now this is coming through. It's kind of saying, okay, we've gone through this already, you've gone through a lot, and that just shows that you can go on, move, go, shine, be, and awaken. Like this just I didn't even want to say the word because I don't want to just throw out concepts, but it's when words come to I just have to say them, right? Because it's not me speaking. And this I honor, that what your guides are saying. So transform, inspire yourself, put the hard work in, integrate this couple, your father and mother figures in your psyche. Integrate your father and mother figures in your psyche. Heal the conflict. Make a home for your mind. And again, inspire yourself. The way that you will allow yourself to be this kid, creative kid, is to have that integrated couple. Okay? And actually it's here, right? We have the father on top of the page of wands. And it's beautiful that we have the magician in the middle. It's this creative force that it's where you will find your connection to your mother nature. This is beautiful, Lilith in Cancer. I'm just inspired by your path, by your journey, by the clarity of it, and by the clarity of the next steps. And I mean, I love the cycles, and I love the change that every cycle brings also, and this is what this reading is about. So thank you for being here. Share, like, subscribe, stay around. I wish you all the best.